So we're trying out this new kind of fix it on the camera thing, and today I got Rocco, the 12-pound aluminum wraith. Blew a servo last night out crawling, and there's no gears available locally right now, so I am trying to build one out of the 3 partial blown servos that I have, and it's not looking terrific, but we're gonna try to make it work anyway, because you gotta have something to play with, right? So this one, this is what we blew right here. We have those section of missing teeth right there, and that one I have got one of those right there. Those teeth are beautiful, so that's great. But the issue is that this gear that drives that one, that did all that damage to it, also got a little bit beat up, and it has one bent tooth. So might be a little bit hard to see, but right there you have a bent tooth. So pretty much got to straighten it out. Not too many options there. This one has a good gear, but the smaller brass gear is not so good. So we can either try to press this out and press this back in perfectly straight, which sounds probably unproductive. And the other option is to straighten out this tooth just a bit and cross our fingers that it doesn't break when we try to bend it back, and then maybe we can go play. Let's get some bigger maybe. So we're gonna go with the vice grip and pray method. I got high hopes. This tooth needs to go that way without bending another one. My golly, I think it moved. Now, it's really tricky to see because they're small and shiny and all of that. So we're just going to try rolling it. I can keep it together here. I think that we might be in business. It's almost perfect, so we're gonna go with that, because if I try again I might break that tooth or bend another one. So let's put one of these back together. That's your lid, that's your lid. So it looks like we got it. We just got to get a bearing out without doing any damage. And I want to say both sides are the same, so we could take the easier of the two to get. Because that doesn't look easy to get out. Let's try this one. This is also a really good way to bend your screwdriver. Not working so good so far. There we go. And they appear to be the same. I think we got lucky. This is not the right way to put a bearing in. But when you're working on the couch, you gotta improvise a little bit. This is RC Recliners Repairs. And we're just making it work today because we don't have any parts. So I don't have great expectations for this gear set, but I'll get another run or two out of it. And that's all I really want right now. I should have new gears by the time that's all said and done. So. It's looking alright, guys. It's looking alright. I think that we got a winning gear set here. And it's Saturday, and we want to go play, so we're just making it work. So welcome back. It's Saturday morning here at RC Recliner Repairs, and I'm baked in my underwear and trying to build a servo out of some scrap parts so I can go out and play. Sitting here drinking my coffee, and we got a servo that we think is going to work. So we got her back together. It's all real greasy because I filled it with grease and then took it apart another 10 times. So we're just going to use a little bit of this stiff drink here and give her a quick rub down so all the dirt doesn't stick to it and look ghetto. You know, we can't have that. So here at RC Recliner Repairs, we're doing what we know a bunch of you out there are doing too. We're living the RC lifestyle. Our living room is full of cars, and I got boxes of parts and tools, and we love our hobby. We have a great time doing it. I'm lucky enough that my girl loves it as much as I do, and we decided we wanted to share some of what we do with the rest of you, because we know a bunch of you are doing it too. So I'm running Power HD 25 kg coreless servos, and I'm lucky I have a spare, and we're gonna make it work today. Alright, that's shiny enough. Guess my screwdrivers are all goofy too. Maybe deal with that right now so I don't get greased again. Okie dokie. Move all these spare servo fragments out of the way. We got a whole bunch of gears blowing up laying around. Something about Castle Power, the biggest tires you can get, and the 12-pound aluminum wraith. I don't know. Can't wrap my head around it. So, this is Rocco. Rocco's a bit of a monster. I got a little carried away building it, and I just wanted to build the coolest, shiniest wraith that I could. It performs pretty good. It's not the best crawler out there, but I just love watching it. It flexes like an absolute beast. Let's see if we can twist her up a little bit here. Something like that. And there's a bunch of videos of that tomfoolery going on. So, we gotta get this line back up. Always check where your pitman arm, which side that should be on so you don't put your servo in. Saturday morning you're baked in your underpants. It's probably a good move. So we'll kind of get that there. I'm new to this showing people what I'm doing thing, so bear with me. Getting a little bit of a smell out of this servo too, so I've never actually blown a servo motor. I have Ziploc bags full of blown gears, or could have if I kept them all. And I've never blown a servo motor. So, knock on wood, we just throw cheap gear sets in them and we're good to go again. So who likes to see crawler repairs? Who likes to see fast buggy repairs, bashers, that type of thing? Do a little bit of everything here, so we'll try to videotape the bulk of it and see what you guys think. Got a whole bunch of shiny parts on the way. Shipping's a little slow right now, so we're just patiently awaiting some really cool builds coming up. I put a little bit more torque than usual on this particular buggy. You can see those links have had some serious beating, and it doesn't really seem to hurt anything. If you don't have a CVD type drive shaft, you got to watch that a little bit depending on your angles. So before we do that, we need to plug this in and let it center itself so we don't put the pitman arm on and then it cranks the steering all the way to one side. We got to do it again. We'll run it up here into our box of goodies. I didn't have room for a receiver box because I wanted to cram everything in the front of this buggy. Just thought it would be a good idea at the time. I put all the odds and ends up front, and they don't weigh much, but it all adds up. And the back end's a little bit light on this truck, so I actually have these Christmas lights on here to help weigh it down. But anyway, we got our Castle 10 amp BEC to try to feed the servo some more power. And then we got a Fly Sky receiver that is got a bag over it, and I tape up the bag. And this thing plays in water, and knock on wood. So good. Good so far. So, try to see what we're doing here. channel 1. Oh geez. There's channel 1. And it should be just like so. There we go. Before we tape all of this back up all waterproof and pretty again, and make sure it all works. Okay. Let's drop the 3S5000 in here. Remote would be a good idea too, because it likes to drive away sometimes. Sky GT5 transmitter and receiver combo here. That's on. Beep, beep, beep. 3S. So, we have no servo feed, so it's either in the wrong port or improperly plugged in. Well, that's a bad sign. Did something get unplugged? What do we got here? I'm in the wrong end, and this is the BEC wiring that I'm looking at, and not the ESC wiring. ESC is these two little tiny wires, because I run a BEC. I took the power source out of there, and this is the white wire from the castle that triggers your second tune, basically. And that's the original power wire, just keeping it out of the way. That doesn't sound good, does it? I'm just working it and it's slowly coming back here. It was pretty grumpy there. Sounded a little crunchy, to be honest. Wow, that's working. It sounds okay now. It didn't to begin with, but hey, I told you I was doing it the wrong way, and I just want to go play. That's all that this is. So as you can see, I got a few loose bolts because I took it out and beat the hell out of it yesterday, as I usually do. I came home with a great big smile and a broken buggy, and Saturday morning, back at it. Switch to our 2mm hex driver. I also run a large washer over top of my Pitman. You might notice that. I feel like it squashes it down a little better. Also, I have dual cinch bolts. I try to tighten them every time I go out, and if I don't, I'll blow a Pitman arm. I've started doing that, and it's yeah, so far so good. As long as I keep those bolts tight, the Pitman arm seems to survive, which is amazing because it just annihilated those servo gears, and somehow it still lived.